Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we are going to be showing you how to install an overflow pipe onto your temperature and pressure relief valve opening. So that's this piece right here. This is an electric water heater that I just replaced. So I've been making a bunch of videos on water heaters, and I show you how to install this in another video, and then there's another video where I show you how to fix an issue with this valve leaking, or functioning as it should, and just the pressure building up causing overflow. I show you how to fix that. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out those videos if you are interested, but this video is going to focus on installing this overflow pipe down so that it just kind of hits into this pan that we bought and put in. So what you need to know, this is a 3/4 inch male adapter that's going to fit into here. It's going to thread into that, and then we're going to solder it onto this piece. So you can see we already cleaned and deburred this piece of 3/4 inch copper. But if you're not sure how to do that, we have this tool right here, and all you do is, I'll show you real quick. Let me set the tripod up. All you're going to do is take this brush and kind of just insert it into the pipe and get out all the burrs, and then take this end right here and just kind of stick it into the pipe and clean it up. And this is going to help provide a really nice solder connection. So everything you see here, from this brush up to the all the stuff you need to solder pipe, we're going to be I'm going to be putting a link in the video description and in the comments on where you can pick up all this stuff. So be sure to check that out, and the links will take you right to these products. So we're not going to install and solder this connection in place. We are going to install it kind of just away from it, because we don't want any unnecessary heat going into this valve. Whenever you could solder something that's away from components, that's always preferred. So we are going to be soldering right here. This is a fireproof little pad that Odie makes. There's a lot of different companies that make these. So all we're going to do is grab some flux, grab some solder and our torch, and we'll show you this really quick. Okay, so you can see all the pieces we have here. We just have a little paintbrush. We have some flux. We have some solder. And I do have a video up on how to solder. So I'm just going to give you a real quick rundown on that, and then if you want like a detailed explanation video, again, subscribe to the channel. I have a video on that as well. So pretty much all we're going to do, we're just going to take our flux and our paintbrush, and we're just going to get a little bit of flux on there, and we're going to put it around our copper. And then we're also going to get some and put it around the inside of our fitting, like so. Okay. And what this flux does is it helps the solder travel into the joint. And if you have any excess, you could just kind of wipe it off with a rag or whatever. Okay, so now we are ready to start our torch, and we're just going to unspool a little bit of solder, and we're going to heat our pipe up. So you can see how I have it set up, just because I don't want to burn the floor, so I have it sitting on this piece of wood. So we'll set this up and we'll start our torch. And again, all these products are going to be in the video description and in the comments. So we'll give you a real good close-up here of what it looks like with the solder going in. So we're just going to start our torch. And you're going to see, once the pipe gets hot enough, to take the solder. And when I say take the solder, I mean it's going to actually, the solder is going to start to melt, and you're going to see it travel into this joint. Usually you need to have the torch on the pipe for about 15 to 20 seconds before it gets hot enough to do that. So we're just literally getting the pipe hot right now so that it'll accept the solder. And then we're going to take the solder and we're going to go all the way around the pipe so that our solder fills in all around the joint and we don't have any leaks. And it's almost ready to take the solder, I bet. Yep, so you can see it taking the solder in and traveling around. Then we're just going to go around the back of the pipe. We're just going to get a real nice solder connection. Turn our hose off, or turn our torch off, and then we'll just give this a wipe on this thread so that we don't have anything on our threads. Okay. And now you just want to give this like, whatever, 10-15 minutes just to let it cool off. But we'll zoom in on this connection so you can see all the way around. We have a nice solder connection all the way around. And then we just don't want any solder on our actual threads. And you could clean that up later. But these pipes get very hot, so you just want to be careful with them that you're not, burning yourself. But yeah, you give that about 10-15 minutes. We'll be right back and we will show you how to install it. Okay guys, so now we have our pipe is cooled down, so we could go ahead and put our Teflon tape on it. This is another product that Odie makes, but there's a bunch of different companies that make it. So we'll go ahead and unspool some of this and just wrap it around these threads. And this just prevents any leaks. It provides a nice tight seal. And then what we're going to do is thread it in and get our channel locks and just tighten it up really tight. So you can see, there's that. And then we're just going to start it. First we're going to have to just kind of set it down into the pan and then lift it up into place. And all this does is it is just going to divert the water that comes out of here. If there's like a increase in pressure and this thing kicks on, it's just going to divert the water straight down into that pan rather than just spray it all over and get all over the floor. So we'll just tighten this up by hand, and then we'll get our channel locks on it. And like I said, all this, everything you see here, all these tools and products are going to be available in the product or in the video description and in the comments section. So be sure to check all that out. So we're just going to grab our channel locks and just tighten the rest of the way. We want to make sure this is good and tight. Okay, sorry about that. The battery just died. So we're just going to finish tightening this up. Okay, so that's very tight. And then you could even test it. So what I'm going to do is just probably grab like a little cup and test it. Or we could even just test it a little bit right here. Okay. So you can see it's not leaking at all. So yeah, guys, that's how you install the Overflow on your temperature and pressure relief valve. So if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to reach out in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, be sure to like this video. If it helped you out, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out all my other tool and DIY videos. Like I said, I have videos up on how to install this electric water heater. Also on how to diagnose and fix a leaky relief valve. And then I'm also going to be making a video shortly on how to adjust the temperature on the upper and lower thermostat. So be sure to subscribe, check out those videos. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.